I'm Samir, and I am the dreamer of episodes 2 and 4 of what's the name of the show again? Hi, I'm Samir, and I dreamed the dreams. I've had a lot of sleep paralysis experiences, yeah. Not all memorable. Some of them were super simple, where I would just wake up, be trapped, kind of close my eyes, breathe slowly, try to get myself out of it. There's always a period where I would have to remind myself that, like, oh, this has happened to me before, and kind of resetting and trying to recalibrate from there. But I think the first time I had it, I didn't know what the hell it was. I was maybe 12 or 13, woke up, can't move, heard like this weird helicopter sound coming through my ears, and I would just like snap out of it or something. Didn't have it for years, and then it just kept on going. That was at a period of time where I was having them a lot, about once or twice a week. I can count on having some weird sleep paralysis experience. It was kind of normal story, me in my room, in my bed, sinking deeper and deeper into it as I'm hearing a loud sound in my ears compared to a helicopter getting louder and louder and closer to my head. And as it gets really close to my ears is when I was like able to wake myself out of the dream. This is also that period where I was like having dreams of like drowning in like an inch of water. I would have dreams where I would drown in like 3 or 4 inches of water and wake up either out of breath or in a sleep paralysis state, where then I just feel like I'm disappearing into my own bed, sinking further and further in, things getting dark around me until there's like a little speck of light above my head. The way it's developed over time is that it became more and more complicated. It wasn't so simple of waking up, not being able to move. It started that way, and oftentimes it was that way, but it slowly became. It started to have these weird dream imagery at the same time. So I don't want to say like call them hallucinations, I guess, but it was. I felt like I was actively dreaming while I was literally trapped in my own body. That felt very real. And then I would, like the figure walking into the room, and walking around the bed. It felt very. It started to become complicated in that way, where I would wake up and maybe see something in the corner of my room in like a weird orb in the corner with like I can almost make a face out into it. Maybe not an orb, but like a shape. It's kind of hard to see anything in the dark. I guess is why the imagery is always so horrifying or confusing. The car dream was a special one. I'm in the back of a car. It feels like it could have been a cab, and next to me there's somebody that I can't turn to see, and he falls into my lap. And I can feel, I'm trying to move this person's head off of me, but my knuckles like get stuck in their mouth and their jaw slowly closes. I can feel like my knuckles pressing up against each other. And to a point where it's I don't know if it's like physically trying to hurt, but I recognize pain in this dream. And I wake up and I'm trapped in my bed, and I feel like that the bed's in the room, door's at the foot, and that opens slowly, and it feels like a figure is then like coming in and just walking around the bed, bringing its head down next to me and like almost whispering something in my ear, or I'm trying to say something to it, like I can't, or just call out, but of course I'm trapped and I can't even get a sound out, and then I just kind of snap out of this thing, and out of breath, cold sweats, and this is just I don't have a dream ever like it again following. Yeah, that's the car dream. into a sleep paralysis experience with which like also feels like I'm actively dreaming and not just trapped laying down. It was pretty horrifying. It wasn't a person. It wasn't like a demon thing. It was somewhat, I don't know if ethereal is the right word, but it was this. It was a form. It was that's why I think calling it a shadow is kind of most accurate, because it was like a form that was faceless and was just a silhouette. Every time I sensed it or saw it or felt it, it was either seeing something totally blacked out, like the one you portrayed, or seeing the shadow of it, and it was very similar to the one that you portrayed. So it was completely nondescript, and I think that's part of the horrifying mystery of the sleep paralysis experience. If somebody sees a thing, is that you don't know what it is. You can't call it a scary clown, for example, because you know what that is. You can conquer that. You know it. You know. But not knowing what it is, not knowing who it is, what it is, if it is, I think that's where the fear always was for me, because it could be anything.